If you're looking for something fun to do, something new, maybe some virtual experiences, you're in luck. This episode of Outside the Box, the podcast devoted to supporting Central PA small business. I am your host, Derek Bixler, realtor and digital marketer right here in Central PA. I grew up on the Hill, went to Mechanicsburg High School, went to Penn College of Technology up in Williamsport, and I've been here ever since. Contact me to buy or sell a home. If you need to, you can text me, email me, or go to my website. Whatever you need to do, reach out to me. We need inventory like crazy right now. If you want to get information on our networking mixers, exclusive special offers, and episode announcements, go to supportcentralpa.com and sign up there. Reminder before we get into the episode with Harrisburg Golf Simulator, you're staring at me like I'm a fish in a bowl or something right now. A reminder to ask a question in the comments. If you have any questions, if we don't see them right now, we will come back and answer them later. Replays are available on YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, soon on iTunes and all the audio platforms as well. And looks like LinkedIn is working this time. It hasn't the last couple times, so very, very happy about that. Lots of good interaction on there. Right after this episode, we will be on Clubhouse. Please follow me there. Agent Derek on Clubhouse every Thursday, like I said, 1 to 2, room called Central PA Small Business Connect. You can follow me there. And there is business getting exchanged there every time. And now we will get into the episode with Amy Winch, who is still staring at me like I'm a crazy person, but that's okay. Amy Winch of Harrisburg Golf Simulator. And we have a mixer there actually tomorrow. So you'll be able to also check out the place in person. So Amy, tell us a little bit about yourself personally before we talk about the business, like where you grew up and that kind of thing.
Hey, Derek, it's Ashley from Harrisburg Golf Simulator. I'm from Harrisburg. I went to Central Dauphin.
That's why you were staring at me like a crazy person.
For golf. Central Dauphin, I'm from Harrisburg. I love the city. I moved to Myrtle Beach for 5 years. My boyfriend played golf. We started the business together to just get ourselves a golf simulator because they're very expensive. So we decided to buy it and share it with the rest of Harrisburg.
That's awesome. So tell us a little bit about you as a person. What do you like to do? I think I heard from a little B that you played golf in college, so that you have some background and stuff. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. My dad made me play golf for a golf scholarship. So I started playing competitively when I was 12 for about 10 years. I had some natural talent, but I didn't really like to practice. I don't really like, working all that hard. I like to take it easy. So golf in a golf simulator allows you to take it easy and still make a lot of progress. So it's perfect for me.
Sure. And what college you played in college, right? What college did you go to? Did you say that?
Hill University. It's in Greensburg, out towards Pittsburgh. So it's a NAIA Division II small school, which is good for golf scholarships for women, which is kind of my strategy.
Okay. So you got a golf scholarship to go to college. And then is that like a year-long round thing, or that's in good weather, or what's the season for golf?
So in Pennsylvania, you get about maybe 8 months out of the 12 for golf, and the other 4, it's impossible. So, you figure the beach, they have about the same, 3-4 months of action. So I kind of took that. If the beach can do it, we can do it. If the winters are on season, and we still get action in the summertime because it's good for practice.
That makes sense. So then after college, you decided not to do it, or it's just, how does that work after college? What do you do? If you wanted to keep playing golf after college, what are the options? Just to go pro and try to go on a tour, or what?
Yeah, they won't give you free golf after you're not on a golf team anymore. So I realized quickly I couldn't just go to country clubs and say, hi, I'm on the golf team. Can I have some free practice? They don't do that. So I moved to Myrtle Beach thinking I could get a job with a golf course, not realizing the competition for jobs at golf courses is really stiff because there's so many retired people. I hooked up with the Myrtle Beach Caddy Girls for about 10 years. It's models, college, cheerleaders from Coastal that caddy for the golf tournaments in season, and then we'd go to like Miami and Arizona. That continued my golf. I probably would have just kind of forgotten about it, but I started up with the Myrtle Beach Caddy Girls, and then I moved back to Pennsylvania after about 5 years and was so bored in the winter that it just kind of came into place. It took me like maybe 6 weeks to get it up and down with a business plan and a loan and buying the simulator and finding a space.
So what did you do? What did you do before this? Did you what did you study in college other than playing golf? Obviously, you had to go to school too.
Right. I did marketing, and then I got to add an HR degree right at the end because the classes were about the same. So I've always wanted a business. I never was really able to take the leap because it's such a hard way to succeed. It's so hard to start a business, and I'm not really into really anything except having a self-run business. It does it itself, which luckily this turned into.
True. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the business. What do you guys offer? We can see a little camera that's watching it behind you, and you said a little bit about how it's kind of a passive and runs itself thing. So tell us what it is, and then we can get into the different offerings.
Yeah, there's 2 simulator rooms. So they're private rooms with couches, bar tables, and then the top of the line simulators available, which run like $90,000. They're mostly on the West Coast. Tiger Woods owns 25%, and he has one in his house. That was kind of our selling point. We had to go to the PGA show to even try one because there's not a lot in Pennsylvania. So we rent out these like $90,000 machines for $40 an hour. We don't count how many people are there. We just think it's an even price point. People go in, get as much fun as they can for their hour, and then leave, and the next group comes in. So bring your own clubs, or there's clubs there. It's very flexible. Just anybody can rent it, figure out how to have fun, and leave.
So it's basically a big, huge screen. It's a video game, a big, huge screen, like a life-size video game that you kind of step into. There's a screen in front of you, and then you actually take the actions. You swing a golf club. Are you actually hitting a ball or something that's going, or is it just a club that you're hitting? How does it actually work physically?
Yeah, you hit through the radar field. So there's like a radar field that you can accidentally walk through it and have a bad shot. But it uses 2 kinds of technologies, measures everything to where it's pro level technology. And
then the clubs are actually weighted like real clubs and feel like real clubs and everything?
No, your own. Yeah.
Oh, you're just so it literally can use any club. Huh.
Correct.
That's cool. So does that work?
Any golf ball, and the main room you can use real tees, which is really cool.
Huh. So you have a room, and so what does the room look like? You've got a screen on one part of it, and the part where the person that's doing it stands and does and plays the game. There's room for other people to sit and eat and all that kind of stuff, right? It's set up for events, right?
Totally. It's BYOB. There's refrigerators. Can I screen share that you can see what's going on?
Yeah, you should be able to.
We might do something like that. My screen share. I just gotta hit the right button, I guess.
Did you share it? I don't see it.
No, I'm trying to find where you are now. Oh.
You're still up. All right. No, go ahead, man. Keep going.
No, that's cool.
New game, I guess. I don't know.
Is it shared?
No.
Yeah, we're doing a game, but.
Okay, so maybe it won't, but
Wait, share like what you want to play.
Hold on, let's just try this.
So
yeah, that's what we're doing.
you're still trying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember I said like what?
Share.
Is that the actual live feed?
Yeah.
Switch, but.
Go to what's arcade?
Is it shared?
No.
Oh, that stuff. Oh, use that though.
I guess you can ask me another question while I'm trying.
What's arena?
Maybe.
Yeah. We have to stop it so that the sound goes away.
They're like games and shit.
Now it's there. There you go.
So here's just Arlo. So here's a group and here's a group.
This one's all.
So this is
Except
our
you're not on the right tab. You didn't share the right tab, I don't think. If you look on the screen,
What's the show?
we're seeing us.
What's no? Go back. Go.
You could try again.
Exit.
I think I figured it out.
entire screen. Chrome has lost permission to capture your screen.
I think that's
All right, well, sorry
how
about
to play
that.
courses.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I guess I don't know computers. I suppose I got it.
Yeah, that's all right. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
Just to explain it to us.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
a big room. There's chairs in it. There's tables. You can sit. How many can you sit? How many in a group can you have? What's the max capacity?
so for the smaller room, it's 4. For the bigger room, it's like 12. So we used to do parties. We used to do all kinds of promotions. COVID kind of just made me change the business plan. We got a computerized lock for the door, so we don't have to drive out and unlock it. And I put remote access on my cell phone and computer, so I can set up the computer for a round. We used to go and meet with every group and say, thanks for coming. Here's how to use the computer. But it's so impressive in there. People really didn't even hear what we were saying because the screen's so big. And we're all addicted to screens. So when you get in front of a 17-foot one, you don't really know what to do but look at it and try to jump inside.
Yeah. So you don't have to do anything. You just go online, you go to the website, you book it, and then you show up. How does it handle with like cleaning and stuff? Does somebody go clean it between or what?
Yeah. Well, my boyfriend, Jason, and I run it. So for the winter, it was booked for like 7 a.m. till midnight, basically every day. So we were in like 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. cleaning it, using it for ourselves. So he switched. We are on like opposite sleep schedules now. So we can golf from like 2 to 9 every day in the morning when it's not being used.
Sure. And then what, you have corporate packages or it's just by the hour? It's hourly, but then is it more for more people, or do you charge by the group size or any of that? Or it's just for the room?
Yeah, we used to charge like $5 for people over 5, but it just got too confusing. So I just, instead of ever taking a phone call, I'd rather lose and just get the $40 an hour and just not have to monitor it. So more people equals more trash, which is kind of the only upkeep right now is emptying the trash and cleaning it. So I've been trying to discourage parties, but what you do is just book both rooms and bring your friends and just have a party.
Sure. So you have 2 rooms?
They're connecting. So we didn't have to do too much construction except raising the one ceiling. So there's 2 private rooms. You either shut the door and you don't see another group while you're there, or you open it and it's a nice collaborative experience.
Gotcha. And then it's not just golf, right? I think I saw some other things on the website. The zombie dodgeball looked interesting.
Baseball, football, any of your like high school dreams you can reenact in the place, which is really fun. You want to show somebody how good of a football quarterback you are. You can prove it with the 2-minute challenge. The record's 5 touchdowns in 2 minutes.
Huh. And you actually throw a football like at the screen, or how does that work?
Yep. The receivers move around. There could be interceptions. It adds extra distance. Like it's a 30-yard shot, even though you're only, 10 feet from the screen. It's incredible. It's really exciting to see what technology has done.
And then with like the dodgeball, you're throwing balls also?
Yes, a dodgeball. You can have more than one person. Kids, cannot stay away. They need to help fight the zombies. So it's 3 zombies coming towards you. If you hit them, you can knock them down, but another one's going to come behind it. So you have 90 seconds to try to save the day and keep the zombies away.
So what do you do? Do you have to like go chase the ball every time you throw a ball? You have to go chase it around the room to get it. Does it bounce off the wall? Is the screen a hard thing, or is it like a clothy
pad? Basically, is what you hit into. It's like a giant mattress pad. It's thick. There's 18 inches behind the screen, so it kind of goes in and comes back. So we had like a little catch bar for golf balls for a while, but for the most part, you only need 1 golf ball or 1 ball, and it all kind of funnels back to you. That's
cool. So it absorbs the impact of it and just kind of plops it right there, so that they thought about that, obviously.
On the back of the wall, but the simulators have come so far. I played on one 20 years ago when I was a freshman in college trying to get fitted for clubs, and it's so cool what's happening now. And the problem is they only target really, really wealthy people on the West Coast. You almost have to use the internet to find out what's available because technology, we just can't keep up with it. It's so expensive, the golf simulators. So it's nice to get it for 40 an hour. These things that only rich people even see the ads for, because they don't have to advertise. They sell so many, even though they're at this almost 6-digit price point.
So do you have to upgrade or update the software, or how does that work once you buy the system?
Full Swing started developing their own software starring Tiger Woods. So they went and are charting all the golf courses. The work's already been done, but they're doing it again to make it better, proprietary, more close up, better leaves, which was a big project. They do charge for it. I think I paid $10,000 to get the new software in both my machines, but it's been worth it. It's really cool, and it looks better than anybody else's.
So all the courses you're playing on there are real courses. Are there any make-believe courses, like fantasy courses too?
Devil's Island. So Jason likes that one. It's tough. Just tight little landing zones, far tee boxes. I don't think you can get through without some mulligans, because nobody wants an 8 on a hole.
Are there different difficulty levels? Like, can you make it easier or harder? Or?
Tee boxes is what you want to use. So yeah, if there's 100 to pick from, you can pick a harder course based on reputation. So there's par 3 courses. There's Devil's Island. We have Bethpage Black is considered a really hard course, so we have that. Or you can put it on like Abandoned Dunes, which doesn't have a lot of water. Just flatter courses.
And then what about like dodgeball or hockey or soccer or any of the other ones? Are there difficulty levels to like how hard the computer plays against you or whatever?
There are, and it can be frustrating. So I always put it on the easiest, but for competitive baseball players, for competitive football players, it's really exciting to see how you stack up against the machine. Once you learn kind of how it works, you can really get in a zone and practice. Like there's a lacrosse game. So if you're throwing a lacrosse ball and it's interactive, it's just, you can go for hours versus throwing it at a box on the side of a building. When you have and vendors and everything, it's cool.
So can you, with different difficulty levels, you can probably cater to any age group, or how young, how old? Are there restrictions or whatever? Whoever, if you can do it, go ahead and try it.
Yeah, we serve as a babysitter to high school kids sometimes, but once you get in there, like you're so mesmerized by like the machine, you can't, it's like breaks all age barriers. Everybody's a kid once they get in it. And that's the funnest part, is seeing, like with having the video feed, you see people so endorphin filled and at ease with their friends, with their family, like no observers like judging them. So it's nice to see people in this like wholesome state where they're just excited for golf. Nothing's bugging them because there's nobody around to kind of infiltrate their little circle of like fun.
Yeah. And it's all private. There's nobody else with you when you book a room. It's just you, right?
Mm-hmm. So like to even get that space sometimes is hard to do, to like get a break from everyone, like strangers even.
It's true. It's actually a really good price for if you just needed a place to have your party or have some kind of get together or something. It's a pretty good price for that. Mm-hmm. I'm reading on the website Carnival Games. I didn't see that one earlier. What's Carnival Games like?
Pop the balloon, the milk jugs. I think you can dunk a clown for a tiebreaker.
Oh, that's fun.
So
what about
kids, like zombie dodgeball, soccer, Carnival Games are good for like 4 to 7-year-olds. Like they're going to learn it. They want to do it. The boost button for soccer you put on, if they can't kick it quite as hard as like they want to, you can at least fake it.
What about home run derby? It looks like it would be fun.
Yeah,
soccer.
Yeah, home run. So you definitely want the boost button for that, because who wants to hit it 300 and be short?
Unless you got a bunch of like really serious people that want to like test themselves, I guess,
Which
right?
is good, because you can put it on hard and really put them in their place.
So you have equipment for all these things there, but you could bring your own if you wanted to, or if you did it all the time and like, I like to have my own bat, you could bring your own bat or whatever. But all this stuff, you wouldn't have to bring anything if you didn't.
Yeah, you can get off a plane and just come in and, you know, entertain yourself for 4 hours for sure. We got to go to Dick's and buy all the equipment. So that was like supermarket sweep almost, like trying to be cool, but really just buying one of everything.
And what was I going to ask? I just lost my website. Sorry.
That's
You have gift cards. I think that's what I was going to say. Gift cards. Can you buy those online or?
Yeah, everything's online right now. So you can book online. You can buy a gift card 1 hour at a time. It generates a code. So people are able to buy a gift, give it to somebody, and book without really any interaction if they trust the way internet shopping works.
And it's BYOB. Did you say that? You can bring your own alcohol as well, right?
Downstairs, yeah, beer store on site, and Aruga's is attached. So they're thrilled to deliver food, sell you a 6-pack. There's mini fridges and an ice machine. Very nice facility, lots of parking.
That's perfect. Beer store right there. And if you run out, you can just go right and get more, right?
It's true.
And what if somebody was having fun and they wanted to keep going? Can you, as long as the time after you is not booked, could you just go in and say, hey, I want to extend this and do more time?
Yep. We've been booked solid like for the last 3 months, but so, I mean, the biggest problem is people like, oh, let me get a couple more hits, and like 10 minutes goes by and the other group had their time eaten into. So, I mean, I can go in on my phone and kind of reset the computer, stop in the middle. Sometimes we've had to do that late at night. People stayed 2 hours extra. It's, 3 a.m., but we know they're still there. So we have to shut it down, which is better than driving there and asking them to leave.
Yeah, that's way better. How close do you live to it?
I live about 12 minutes. So I just moved like a little bit closer, but to save the drive, it was like maybe $5 or $6 grand, but I took a monthly package for a lock on the front door. So to have that on my cell phone and be able to unlock it like on my way to meet somebody, they're out there, they're locked out. Normally I'd be like, okay, just wait for 10 minutes and I'll be there. But now I can do it from my cell phone, which
that's fantastic. Yeah. And 12 minutes isn't too bad if you have to go over there.
It's not. I do have to go. I mean, there's few issues with the computer. Sometimes there's a cord that wants to be unplugged and plugged back in. So sometimes we need to be on site. We haven't taken a vacation since we've opened or like left town really just because I want to be there. But I think we're getting closer to where I could go away.
That's always good if you could take a vacation.
We did get a vending machine. So that's like the newest thing. I bought a vending machine, put it outside. So I'm going to try to, stock it in a way that makes sense for our customers, like protein drinks, healthier, like beef jerky, stuff like that. And some gift cards. We'll do like half price summer gift cards, something like that.
What about like swag and t-shirts and all that kind of stuff? Is there other stuff that people can buy?
Yeah, we have stuff like we're just giving it away, like stress balls, stickers, stuff like that. So I don't know that we're popular enough to like sell swag, but people seem to like to take it for free. So that's what we do.
It's good. It's good advertising.
It's we're going into the 3rd year. So any way to just give people a good experience while they're there and not pressure them is kind of what I'm trying to get across.
What's the most popular? Is golf the most popular activity?
Yeah, the Tiger Woods golf is what everybody wants now. They don't even want to use the old software, even though it's almost the same. So it's cool to see people so passionate about something they've never tried before. And I barely go there. I've been busy with my job. So all I get to see is the video footage sometimes on the camera, but they handle it, they figure it out. Sometimes I call and do you want me to set the computer up for you? But we're all smart. We all know how a computer works. There's only so many ways for it to do anything. So as long as it's not frozen, it seems to be perfect business model.
Yeah. So what's the second favorite after golf? What do you think the most popular after golf is?
I would think soccer, but it's like personal preference, like probably driving range if it's not like golf, but it's personal preference. Whatever you played in college, like whatever your high school dreams were to be, or whatever you want your child to play, seems to be what people gravitate towards. So
are the plans for?
There's hockey. People like that.
Yeah, that's gaining popularity in the States. It always has been in the cold places. But are there plans for any additional stuff? Do they roll out? Like when it started, was it just golf and they're adding stuff all the time?
I guess that's been the trend, for golf simulators. We just got an outdoor, so you put on the driving range. So I put a deposit down for their outdoor model that's coming out for the full swing. They made a shot tracker. So I think I'm done with business expansion. We had a couple competitors who were like, I'm thinking of opening a golf simulator. Maybe, you can call it Harrisburg Golf Simulator and pay for some of it. So no expansion because we already have the one we need to practice on during the off hours. But outdoor golf is kind of where it's expanding to where you can put the technology on the driving range. So we'll probably have that for rent should people need it, like teachers.
So how does that work? An outdoor virtual experience?
No, well, it's an outdoor tracking experience. So it gets all your numbers for the competitive golfers. So you don't kind of have to work too hard to remember how far your clubs are going.
So do you need a driving range, or you don't? It's just outside, and then it's on an actual range.
Figure out if it'll work in like a net. If we can put a net in the backyard or using it, but no, it's for driving range and outdoor hitting where it gets the whole shot to trace.
Huh? Yeah, that's super cool. Yeah, and that'd be fun. What do you say? 8 months out of the year, it'd be fun.
Yeah.
But it has a roof over. Are driving ranges open? They're almost year round these days, aren't they? Lots of them.
Covered ones. Yeah. It's just, do you want to swing if it's cold out? It's getting so nice out. It's a tough one. I was very fair weather golfers, but I played competitively. It could be raining out. They still make you get out of bed and play. So if you're there with a golf team. So I only want to play when it's perfect out, and I barely even want to play. I just want to hang out.
And if it's too terrible, you could just go inside and do it on the simulator. Yeah, totally.
In that case, you get more shots in. It's hard to make the case for outdoor golf once you've spent a lot of time and you get really comfortable in a simulator. If you don't like waiting. So it really depends on like the public courses, they get busy, you wait a lot. Blue Ridge closed down. It's devastating for the golf community of Central PA. So this is just another option. Plus at night, come watch the game at Harrisburg Golf Simulator.
Oh, you can watch games there too?
Well, like football, baseball.
Or watch.
Yeah. I mean, we have 70-inch TVs in both rooms and then pick your own music. So really we've seen an increase in like summer play every year, nighttime play every year. I don't think we were quite this booked out last winter. So we've had a lot of increase. Corona's, I guess, been good for us, except for the month they shut us down because the self-serve, the private lounge, it just makes sense.
Sure. Yeah. So that's good. So even the people that aren't playing, you don't necessarily always have to just stand there and watch the other person swing, especially when it's like the 12th hole and you're like, I can't watch everybody else take their swing every time. I'm going to watch the game or eat something or take a beer or whatever the case may be.
That's exactly right. Just play on your phone in the leather couches and wait till, your brother's done.
So I'm gonna, before we end it off and tell everybody how they can find you and where to book and all that stuff, which would be the website, and I'll bring that up. But first we do our random question, which has nothing to do with the golf simulator or you or anything. So I pull up funny random questions, and this particular one has 81 questions. So pick a number. I'm going to read 3 of them, and then you can pick which one you want to answer. So pick a number between 1 and 70.
47.
47. Okay, 40. So I'm going to read 47, 48, and 49. Who's your favorite superhero? Next one is, what is your favorite holiday? And the next one is, what do you do in your spare time? So you can answer any of them, all of them, one of them, whatever.
Spare time. I mean, I like napping and farting around for the most part, just like doing nothing, like trying to figure out what needs done. I've been so overscheduled, and I'm just trying to like embrace not being overscheduled. So my free time, like I like to, if anything, think about what I want for the future and try to like make it materialize. Like I really just try to sit and think about what I want to do, which sometimes you can do like anywhere. So it might look like napping, but I'm really trying to manifest things.
Well, sometimes you need to relax and take some time out, because you can't always be doing something or working on the business or whatever the case may be. So it's a good reminder to do that and take some time out. So I'm going to bring your information up here as we close it out. Say it all audibly so that people that might be listening to it in audio format later can find you. Go ahead. I'll let you read it off for them.
Website is HbgGolfSimulator.com. You can email me at HbgGolfSimulator@gmail.com. Please call the business at 717-695-4364.
And I'll leave the information up there, and going to the website, clicking schedule and scheduling it on there is mainly the way you want to do it, right? If you call, that's how you schedule, right?
I'll walk you through how to schedule on the website, just so I don't have to get too involved. If you can book on the website, I'm sure you can handle the computer once you get there.
Gotcha. Yeah. Awesome. So hit it up, and you're going to have a special offer for everybody also, which will be in the email that you guys can get if you subscribe. But she's going to give, for every 3 hours you buy, you're going to get the 4th free. So what's an hour? $40? Is that what you said?
Yes. So I made a coupon code. So box 21 is going to be worth a free hour. So we'll figure out how to do that.
Okay. Yeah. That's awesome. So that'd be depending on how many people you have, that's a lot of golf. Actually, that's a question I didn't ask. How long does it take to play a round of golf?
Well, you can
say you have like 4 people playing a round of 18. How long does that take?
4 hours.
Okay. So you need like 4 hours to play if you're playing golf.
Yeah, I would say we do mostly 4-hour bookings. People who, there's never enough time because you just get addicted to it. It's just because of how our brains work. So 4 hours, like you can get food, come hang out, or you can break it into 2-hour sessions.
Cool. And you could get stuff delivered there too, right? You could call up the Chinese place or the pizza place or whatever. The beer place is right down below, like you mentioned. So everything's right at your fingertips. If you run out, you can run and get some more. All right. Well, I'll leave your stuff up there. And as we go out, a few announcements. If you're interested in a business spotlight, like Ashley's getting tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, 2:00. Is that what I said? We're going to be there, probably maxed out and booked up. But you can stop by tomorrow if you're signed up for that. A business spotlight package does consist of the networking mixer at the business, COVID permitting and business permitting. This is going to be a particularly cool one. We're going to get to play, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We can do whatever. I don't have clubs, so I'm not going to bring any clubs, but.
Well, we have top flights. So if you're okay with those, golfers, either have an aversion to it or don't care. So
yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. So you get that. You also get, maybe sometimes Greg comes to the business. I don't think he did that with you, but sometimes he comes to the business and tries it out. And then you get the interview like you're seeing here right now. If you're interested in the special offers, join our email list, 1 email a week. It is me, and sometimes it's late, but that's just the way it goes. If you're watching this on LinkedIn or YouTube or somewhere other than Facebook, please head over to Facebook and join our group. Central PA Supports Small Business. Super involved group, super active. Lots of business getting exchanged in there. Follow me on Clubhouse at Agent Derek on there, and we will be there after the episode 1 to 2 today with Small Business, Central PA Small Business Connect. And I do take notes on there, and you can check out the notes after the show or after the room. Contact me if you're buying or selling a house. You can text me, email me, go to my website, throw a rock through my window, whatever you need to do. Remember to support Central PA Small Business. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Ashley, for being here. And say bye to everybody.
Thank
See
you.
everybody.